Let's understand what is scatter diagram and correlation. We know correlation is something which is going to explain the degree of closeness or degree of relationship between the variables. So that can be presented in a diagrammatic form. That is, when you have bivariate distribution and you want to represent the correlation between those variables in a diagrammatic form, we can make use of a scatter diagram. So here what will happen is we'll take the pair of variables. Let's say we take the pair of variables. We can plot this pair of variables in a plane, or say in a xy plane. In such case, it will be like x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and it goes up to xn, yn. So we will have pair of variables in a xy plane, and it will be like x1, y1 till xn, yn. Through this information, we can present the various types of correlation. How? Let me show you. Let's say we are going to have an xy plane like this, where this is my y-axis and this is my x, and I start plotting all the pair of variables. Let's say the first plot is like this, the second is like this, the third plot goes like this, the fourth goes like this, fifth goes like this, and if I join this, it is a straight line. And here what happens is, when your x is at this point, right? When your x is at this point, your y is at this point. When your x is at here, your y is at here. When your x is at here, your y is at here. So the movement, the change that are happening in x and y are same. They are matching. So we can say this as a perfect positive correlation. This is a scenario where we have perfect positive correlation. So this is one scatter diagram where you can capture the positive correlation. That too, it is very perfect. Let's take another case where you have it like this. So this is your y-axis and this is your x, and you draw a line, and that line is like this. So here actually we will be plotting, okay, we'll be making the marks, and only after that this line will be drawn. But here if you notice, this line is sloping downwards towards the right, whereas this line is sloping upwards towards the left, towards the right, whereas this is downwards and this is going upwards. And here the point what you have to notice, when x is at the minimum, right? When x is at the minimum here, y is at the maximum. When x is going up, y is coming down. When x is going up, y is coming down. When x is going up, y is coming down. And when x reaches its maximum, y is at minimum. So this is the case for perfect negative correlation. There is a relationship between these two variables and they are perfectly opposite. When one variable is increasing, the other variable is decreasing. But in the first case, in this case, when x increases, y also increases. But here, when x increases, y decreases. So we call it as perfect negative correlation. We'll take one more. So let's take a scenario here. And this is my y-axis and x. And I start plotting. And let's say when x is here, y is here, right? And x is here, y is here. So when we keep plotting, I mean we don't get a straight line, but we get a combination like this. Okay. So here you don't have perfect correlation, but you have very high degree. You have high degree of positive correlation. You have high degree of positive correlation, right? So we'll take the next one also. Excuse me, I'll just correct this. Yeah. We'll take one more case where this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis, and you try plotting. And when you plot, what happens is when your x is here, y is there, x is here, y is here, and when you keep plotting, things goes in this fashion. So here, when x is minimum, y is at maximum, then again, when x is at maximum or x is at minimum, so I should say x is at minimum here, right? And y is incidentally here. Y is at maximum. So when you plot this, it goes like this. So this kind of correlation is basically a negative one because it is sloping downwards. And here you don't have perfect negative correlation, but what you have is high degree of negative correlation. This is high degree of negative correlation. And we'll finish off the last one. The last one is this, where I have my y-axis and x-axis, and when I plot, say the plotting comes like this. It means it is neither upwards nor downwards, and you cannot find any degree of relationship. Okay, so this is a case where you don't have correlation at all. So you have no correlation, right? So these are all the classic examples for a scatter diagram.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.